The Whiskey Throttle Show, now available on the Spot Network, an independent standalone streaming platform live now on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Google Play, Android TV, most smart TVs, and all phones and tablets. Look for future live shows and specials only available on Spot Network. Download the app today on your favorite device.
Hey guys, it's Ping here, and I want to show you guys the Ryno Sauna. We got Ryan Hughes and his girlfriend Danielle here today. Going to talk to us about some of the effects of this thing. I agreed to do a 30-day challenge. Bought one of these myself, and I'm excited to use it. Far infrared is actually scientifically proven. This isn't some kind of kooky thing, and this is a device that they got the rights to sell. That's been around for quite a while and been proven to be very, very useful and successful in what they do. So. Check it out. We're going to have them show us and talk to us a little bit about what it does, why it does it. They're going to stick me in this thing for the first time, and we're going to go through it. So check it out. So Ryno, you obviously been a big believer in this. You told me you've been doing this for 20 years?
Well, see, the thing is I started using an infrared sauna probably 20 years ago and used it. And again, from all the injuries that I've had, I've healed very quickly. All the travel I went around the world, I've never really got sick. And then I used that quite a bit. Then I met Danielle almost 2 years ago, and we were talking, meeting, and we were talking about infrared sauna. I was like, oh, I got an infrared sauna. She goes, oh, I do too. And I'm like, I never meet a girl that has an infrared sauna. So it's kind of like, hey, you know. And so she was talking about hers, and I was talking about mine. I'm like, yeah, but mine's only $1,200. It was easy, you know. You wasted your money. She's like, well, just try mine. For some reason, I woke up the next morning there, and I got in her sauna and used it. And then again that night I used it, and then for some reason I woke up the next morning there and I used it again. So again, I used it consistently, and I was blown away by how clean I felt. You know what I mean? Almost like I had more clarity. And I was having problems because I just came off the road from traveling so much and being in a seat so much. I was having a lot of back pain, and it took a lot of pain out. And so I was like a big believer. And then I kept going down the road, and she was talking about how portable it was. And so I went on another trip, and I said, well, hey, can I use your sauna? And she's like, yeah, go for it. So I bundled it up and put it in my bag, and I went for a trip, and for a week I used that sauna every single day. So one, I recovered from jet lag faster. Two, I was eating food that I normally don't eat, you know, and so I wasn't waking up feeling bloated and lethargic. After a long day of coaching, I was feeling a lot more, you know, energized, you know, recovered. So having this, the technology of it, and also the portability of it, I was sold. So I'm like, okay, well, shoot, how do I, as you know, if I find something I like and something that works for me, how do I get that to other people? How can I share that? And so this is how we came together with this, and this is what we're trying to get to the motocross community, because of what I see as, one is injury, two is also the heavy metals that were around, all the gases and oils and solvents and everything. And these are a lot of the problems that people have. What does, you know, pain do? Pain drives you to a road that you don't want to go down, and that's pharmaceuticals and things like that, or just get you kind of pissed off. And then also heavy metals, you know, lethargicness, forgetfulness, fogginess, you know, all this stuff, and that's not what you need to be a good racer or a good mechanic. And so this is why I wanted to bring this to everybody and make sure that they could feel kind of what I feel, because everybody's always asking, dude, why do you have so much energy? How do you recover so quick? And I broke my femur probably a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago, compounded it, and in 5 months, just going from sauna to ice bath, I healed it, no pain, no limp, nothing ever again. And again, this is one of the oldest ways of healing the body is deep, deep heat, right? Heat and also cold. So Hippocrates says what?
Hippocrates says, give me fever and sweat, and I will cure disease. So the body's natural response to any sort of invasion, poison, is to create fever and sweat. So you're naturally going to cut down, if you're exposed to different like viruses in your body, which everyone has viruses, it's going to also cut back on your viral load, boost your immune system, and tremendous cell health recovery effects.
And also the biggest thing that I like about it is, as you see, you don't have to have it plugged into your garage or some stuffy room that you're like, man, this sucks. You get to put it anywhere, turn it around, do whatever you want, and plug it in from extension cord or from your house. if you have a lot of work to do, boom, okay, man, only have 20 minutes, but I have to do some work because I got a jam. 20 minutes, stick your hands out, do your Instagram, do your stuff, and you can combat two things at one time. And in this world, this is what's important if you want to be healthy. To be healthy nowadays is like a part-time job. So I try to combine things that I do so then I can make sure that I stay consistent with stuff. Because one, consistency is important, but the discipline of being in these things all the time and doing these things that are healthy is what's going to get that result. You get what I'm saying? And so this is what's so important to me. Also, riders in Europe, riders back east, riders in going to Supercross. What would be the best way if you're cold or it's a cold night to warm yourself up? And the deepest way to warm yourself up was as far infrared. There's no way.
And the recovery, we had a lady who's a pro boxer, and she says that I warm up for 5 to 10 minutes before I start fighting. And then as soon as I'm done, I get in the sauna for 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm able to hit back tomorrow. And I don't have the injuries. I don't ever get the bruises, and I recover immediately. And she says since she's been using it, her performance is, you know, through the roof.
Yeah, and we've done that too. It's like we'll wake up in the morning, I'll get in the sauna, and I'll get out, I'll put my running shoes on and just start running. And I'm already sweating.
Warm up.
And it's like I swear to God, it's like I went back 5 years, you know, age-wise. And it's no joke, man.
As you know, I know you've got a lot of injuries, so when you speak to that kind of stuff, I listen because my knees are junk. I've had 3 ACL reconstructions. I've got 30% of my meniscus gone in both knees removed.
Yeah.
So I've got to do whatever I can to try to keep them healthy, and I'm anxious to see. So I'm starting the 30-day challenge. I guess right now.
Yeah, day one.
So tell us what.
If you're gonna start, you got to start, right?
The 30-day challenge.
So the 30-day challenge is going to be primarily, you're going to be using the Ryno Sauna twice a day, minimum of 20 minutes morning and night. You're going to clean up your diet. You're going to be eating organic whole foods. You're going to be cutting out wheat. And then really processed food like sugars and stuff like that. I'll give you a little bit more detail, you know, in like a description or something. But you're going to clean up your diet. You're going to move towards healing with whole foods. You're going to be doing your sauna. You're going to stay hydrated. You're going to be taking some electrolytes. You're going to be taking some recovery amino acids to help with the recovery of your body. And then you're going to make sure you're getting good sleep, rest, rejuvenation. So hydration, rejuvenation, detoxing, what else?
Soothing.
Soothing.
Yeah, soothing. Because again, if you're gonna get so much better sleep because this has the same vibrational frequency as the human body. So it's like it's very relaxing. In the morning when you wake up and you have, oh man, I got all this stuff on my mind. It's very soothing. You could go into the day maybe a little bit more relaxed. Into the day, you've had a big pile of stress on you. It's a good way to unwind because the worst thing that everything people are having is lack of sleep. You get what I'm saying? So again, I'm going to talk to you guys as an athlete also. So remember, if you guys are sweating on the cycle, sweating on the motorcycle, sweating running in the gym and everything, and then you combine this, you guys got to make sure that you're getting your electrolytes. And Ryno Power electrolytes are probably the best on the market for sure. So these will definitely help you not cramp and your recoveries, your amino acids. So they'll make sure that you're creating this lean muscle mass and getting your body ready for that next day. Because if you're going to do one thing, well, you might as well do everything. And how you do anything is how you do everything. So do it right. And this Ryno Sauna with the Ryno Power supplements will definitely, you know, make you feel much better. And this is the most important time, is coming into this new year. Are you coming into this new year in this new age, in this new way, in this new normal or whatever, the same person, less than, or are you going to be somebody that can handle it and also be able to, you know, stand strong with it? I'll pick number 2.
So every day you're going to pick any form of movement or exercise you want to do and just add that into your diet. So a lot of getting healthy is really crowding unhealthy habits out, because everyone knows to be healthy it's like you exercise, you hydrate, you rest, you detox, you know, do things that are going to help you rejuvenate. It's very simple. So it's more about letting go of certain poor habits and lifestyle choices, which are going to be like junk food, junk drinks.
And I hear ice cream?
Yeah. Just that kind of stuff alone will just transform your health. Just totally next level. It's the body's self-healing organism, and if you give it the proper environment, healing will happen naturally. One of the other benefits of this sauna, it's only going to take you about 20 20 minutes a day versus a regular sauna, heat it up for 20 minutes, sit in there 45 minutes, an hour. You have the benefit of your time. You're
Right.
saving a lot of time.
Well, and another thing just that I liked about it is it just plugs into any 110 outlet. You don't have to have 220,
No.
where like larger saunas you would need that. So that's
Dude, I put this in my Sprinter van.
Yeah, and we
Sprinter van.
we
When I
make
travel
custom
around
cords for
Colorado, I
any
put it in the
part of the
Sprinter
world.
van, and it charges from a solar and a
Oh, yeah?
inverter. That's it.
So tell us how you feel. He's been in there for 10 minutes. So
I'm definitely sweating. I have those towels in there.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I'd say it's overwhelming. I mean, I don't, it's, maybe I'm getting to that point.
he's
where
at
you
10
kinda-
minutes.
okay,
So 50.
So this is where the
When you hit
trick. You're a
15
lucky
minutes,
man.
you're just like-
You're a lucky man because you could jump out of this, boom, jump in that pool, do a swim, come back, and then get in this, and you will feel a complete another level of almost. And it's, I can't explain it. It's like serenity. You know what I mean? Because I do that. I have an ice bath, so I'll go to the ice bath, then come in here, and that new heat is just so, to me, gratifying. It's like one of my favorite feelings.
Thanks for mentioning that, because I forgot to mention that hydrotherapy is one of the keys to doing the 30-day challenge. When you're finished with the sauna, you're either going to jump in the cold pool if you have one, jump in an ice bath if you have one, or you can jump in a cold shower starting with 2-minute cold shower. And you're going to continue to do that until, if you want to, you can work you up to 5 minutes, but 2 minutes is probably good for starting.
2 minutes in the cold.
2 minutes, and then some people, what they like to do is 15-minute sauna, jump in the cold, 15-minute sauna, jump in the cold, 15 minutes. So if you have a Saturday or a day you have some time, just go back and forth. We had a client who was having a drug problem, they got addicted to drugs, and they said that how they broke their drug addiction was the intensity of the sauna, the detox, and then doing hot, cold, it really satisfied that need for, every time they wanted to do it, they just jumped in the sauna, and they said their mind is getting clear and they're recovering. And
Yeah, and talking about that, people, hey, we all have our itch, we all have our scratch. So if you drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, prescription drugs, whatever it is, this is one of the best way to cleanse that liver, your organs, your mind, your lungs, everything, because it detoxes you down to that cellular level. Another key is if you're a very spiritual person, you could almost use this as a sweat lodge. Meaning you unzip this, you take the chair out, you put a chair down there, you sit cross-legged, and then cover the top. So now you're in this little sweat lodge.
That's my favorite.
And that's where you.
It's so healing.
It's healing,
almost
but it's almost
primitive.
much more. It's much
it's
more
almost
intense.
like-
You know what I mean?
It's been going on
Yeah.
since the beginning of time.
Yeah, so you can sit there and read, or you meditate, or whatever it is.
Hiking or
So
12
you can use it in many
minutes.
different ways. And also, I've had a few people get saunas, and after they've used them, I can see a difference. And everybody that uses a far infrared sauna, they have a glow to them. They really do. They have a glow to them because it cleanses your skin, and your skin is your biggest organ, right? So when that's clean, when that's more cleaned out, well, it breathes better, it looks better, it doesn't have any weird irritations to it, I guess. Well, I guess when you get older, you can't help it, but you can at least battle that, right?
So you're at about 12 minutes. How are you feeling? Like 12 minutes is where you start really feeling like your core temperature is probably, getting up there a few degrees probably.
To quote Ace Ventura, I would say, kind of hot in these rhinos.
Yeah, I like it. So anyways, hey Ping, thank you very much for accepting this challenge. I guess the reason this came about is us meeting at Kuya and us talking and just talking about health and talking about this and that, and then you being a fireman and all the all the heavy metals you saying you're around and stuff, and then I was like, oh dude, I have the sauna company, and that's how it kind of came about. So thank you so much for allowing us to come here, being on Vital, and also you taking that challenge. I mean, that's so cool. We've been teammates, we've been competitors, and then now we're kind of just combining as good friends, Well,
between like you mentioned, all the stuff we're exposed to as riders, the chemicals that we work on our bikes with, the fuels, those fuels are nasty. There's a lot of things there that we come in contact with. And then on the fire side, all the products of combustion, everything's a carcinogen when a house is burning down, right?
Oh yeah. We
do our best to not get exposed to that, but there's no way to get around it all the way. And I'm a hazmat specialist, so we talk a lot at our hazmat station about getting a sauna, and I'm going to show this to them. And we've already talked about maybe getting one for the station, but
Yeah, you can be a
gotta get
testament.
that crap out of you.
Yeah.
And this is the way to do it. So I'm going to be basically blogging about this. You can follow along on our Whiskey Throttle Show YouTube channel. You can follow on my Instagram at David Pingree, and I'm going to be doing kind of, you know, every few days, just sort of how I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, if I'm noticing any changes. So follow along, and then if it's something you think you're into, just contact Ryno and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. We'll give you guys updates.
There you are.
Thanks for watching the Whiskey Throttle Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell to get alerts for all the latest content. Follow us on Twitter at W_Throttle_Show and on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram at Whiskey Throttle Show.